What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Saturday, about 4:45 in the afternoon, and the articles have just been coming out all afternoon. And I wanted to make a video. I told you yesterday that I would continue to keep you guys updated. You've got articles talking about the debt limit suspension ending, as well as the eviction moratorium. You've got elected officials, video clips, and tweeting, and just it seems like the government is starting to self-implode, and nobody can really, come to a conclusion together. Especially you've got Congress, who has officially left for their 6-week recess. And while I do believe everybody is entitled to a vacation, guys, there is a time and a place, and there is so much just left unresolved at such a crucial time in our economy, from a financial standpoint to as well as just a people standpoint. Okay, especially because, these government officials, their decisions on how they reacted to the coronavirus pandemic are kind of the reason why some of these, some of the people, okay, the nation's people are going to be in a very, very poor situation. So I just want to go over a couple things, a couple articles, just to talk a little bit about it, give you guys something up to date. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, I'm going to correlate it to the market, okay? Because like I said, that's exactly what I do on this channel. All right, and I'll kind of wrap everything up for you. Let's get right into it, guys. This is the first article. United States debt limit suspension ends, Saturday. It's talking about everything that has to do with the debt ceiling, what it is going to affect, how the Treasury the Treasury can now not borrow on behalf of the public anymore, and the changes that have to go into it. If you haven't read this article or any other article, guys, go check it out. This is another one that it almost hitting me. It's kind of hit me in a weird spot, to be 100% honest with you. This is talking about the eviction moratorium. And guys, there are two such very diverse sides of the spectrum on this one. You have individuals that were absolutely crushed by the coronavirus, and it all depends on location, where they are behind on their rent. They cannot find jobs, okay? Where I'm at in Connecticut, you can't find people to work, okay? But in other parts of the country, plenty of other parts of the country, people cannot find jobs. They were let go, they cannot find jobs. And those are the individuals that are going to struggle. You also have, that's one side of the spectrum, and then you have other individuals who have completely milked the system, okay, on the assistance that the government has provided. So unfortunately, all things do have to come to an end. It is just kind of, it's kind of disheartening the way that this is coming to an end, especially for the ones that truly are struggling, okay? For the ones that are taking advantage of it, all right, well, you know what, your time's up, and so be it. But there are millions of Americans that are absolutely struggling, and my heart definitely does go out to all of them. Okay, so these are the two big topics. Unless something drastically changes, pretty much we've got 7 hours in the left of the day, and this was passed off. Okay, this was President Biden said that they would need congressional action. So unless something happens drastically over this next 7 hours, I don't see this really changing going forward. I'm going to monitor the market very heavily. If you've been following my channel, guys, you know that I've said numerous times to keep cash on hand heavy. Okay, I started literally increasing the amount of my portfolio that was cash. My positions have been much, much quicker. And I will also tell you this, guys, and I'll correlate it very well for you, is I always say follow the money, okay? And if you look, and if you guys know about, okay, the Fed reverse repo and how there's $1 trillion, okay, being parked in the Fed overnight. Well, another big reason why banks and market makers utilize that is because they don't have faith in long-term investments. If smart money, okay, big money, the guys with some of the insider knowledge, okay, don't have faith or trust in long-term investments, that is a red flag, okay, red flag. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to be monitoring the SPY. It's been bouncing up, really bouncing off this 50-day moving average pretty consistently until its last dip back in October, okay, of last year, when it got down to the 100-day moving average. Going to be monitoring this very well. Perfect play to hedge against your portfolio is taking out a short position on SPY, whether it's buying a put or taking an actual short position. It can be very lucrative. The goal behind plays like this, guys, especially if they're very new to you, play them very, very small. The goal here, especially like I said, if you're new to this, is not to try to make a ton of money. It's just really to mitigate some of the losses that you guys are going to be taking on your portfolio. I never recommend getting out of the market. Okay, during market corrections, I'm not going to say crashes, but corrections, any type of pullback is when some of these guys have made their largest amounts of money. Okay, this is a very good play. I'm going to be watching the VIX as well. All right, this is a fear and volatility index. Going to see exactly how high it spikes. It kind of gives you an indicator of almost what we're prepared for. If you can see, we were consistently downtrending lower lows all the way up until we hit this 1410 mark. And then it's been kind of higher lows. We had that $25, $26 spike that a couple of guys in the group actually wrote up and made a killing on one of our VIX shoutouts just actually a couple weeks ago. But it's making those higher lows just an indication that we are going into unsettling times. Okay, going to be watching this one very closely. Next one I'm going to be watching, which is I have quite a large position in. Okay, it's a very detailed position, guys, so please, if you are interested, guys, come check it out. Join the group, guys. Join the group tomorrow because it resets on the 1st of the month. All right, it's the first link in the description. It explains my entire play with XLF, which is a financial ETF. There are numerous reasons why I am heavy in on this play, and one of them is only being that it is a financial ETF, but it also has to go with the premium pricing, the theta, the implied volatility, and so forth. That is very beneficial for the position that I have. And I explain exactly how I've been playing it for a long period of time. One thing that you guys really should start to learn, if you haven't, is position sizing, how to build a position. All right, it's not very wise to just have, let's say your total position size could be 100 shares, is just buying 100 shares. It's very good to find a play, okay, be able to analyze a play, watch it move, wait for the changes, and build a position. You don't have to hit every valley or every peak to be able to really be profitable in the stock market, but building a position and continuing to add on low points is what has made me into having a very good sized position in XLF, and I am still standing at a very good spot in this. These are a couple of stocks I'm going to be watching very, very closely this next coming week. Couple things I will monitor, I will shout out to you guys, is this could be shrugged off by the market for the next couple days, and it could take a little bit of time to really fall into effect. You never know what emergency actions could be put into or to delay the events that I've talked about earlier in this video. So I'm like I said, the market could take it either way. It could be something like what happened, I don't think it was last Monday. I think it was the Monday before when they talked about the Delta variant. Okay, and what was happening over in Europe. I think the market, the Dow was down like 1,000 points. The SPY was down a bunch. You could see in the chart I just had, it dipped a ton, and then all of a sudden it was an immediate rebound right back. So you don't really know how the market is gonna play, guys. It's just a very volatile time. The best thing that you can do is just understand what is happening, okay, that in the areas that drive the market. So I'll continue to keep you posted, guys. I'll see you in the next one.